name is Michael McKenna. I'm a senior at Pace University studying political science and criminal justice. I was pretty surprised at how many people were there. It was a lot more organized than I originally thought. They had sanitation, they had food, servants, they had all the amenities that people would need to survive, so it kind of showed that people were there to stay and it wasn't just a daily protest that people would come and go. It was something that people were literally occupying and living on Wall Street. They were a little more organized, like I said, than I thought they would be. Very adamant on informing me. They were very willing to speak to my film group because they know how important a vehicle film is for getting the message out there. They understood that I was a student, so they treated me with as much respect as you would expect, or even more, really. I do not feel like I'm part of the movement. I think there were a lot of flaws in the economy, and there are people to blame. I don't necessarily agree to the extreme that some of the protesters do about what should happen, but that in order to see a change economically, we need to start in a smaller dynamic, and a protest will come of that. But I personally don't agree with their reasoning. But I hope that it works out for them. I hope they achieve their goal because they work hard and they sacrifice a lot.
Communications and media major and a minor in marketing advertising, and my teacher decided to go down to Occupy Wall Street. I had no idea what she was talking about, but that was the first time I've actually been down there. My first impressions of the protests were that these people, I didn't think they had a clear focus, and it just seemed like people who had no jobs and they just decided to go down to Wall Street and camp out. My opinion definitely changed, especially after I discovered what exactly it was that they were doing down there, what the cause was. After I started talking to people, I discovered that they actually had a reason to be down there. They weren't jobless. Actually, a lot of the people that were down there did have jobs, and they had families, and they had goals, and a lot of the people that were down there were actually students. When we went down there, people assumed that we were part of the movement. They assumed that, you're a student, obviously, you have a camera, and, we don't mind talking to you. People are actually very friendly. They didn't mind giving us information. I mean, of course, there's some people who didn't want to give as much information as others, but, people are generally really, really receptive. I do support the movement. I don't know where I see it going because in the past there's been a lot of protests, and if there's no clear objective, then there's nothing to go on. There's nothing you're working towards, and until I see that they've found an objective that they're working towards, I don't know what the future of this is going to be. I don't know how